Dungeons and Coffee presents Aha Tips.
Greetings. Good morning to you. Having my nice cup of joe out here. Listen to the birds chirp. Welcome to episode 126 of Dungeons and Coffee. Today I'm going to spotlight keeping track of wounds or hit points on a character with poker chips and what the advantage is. There's a few big advantages, so we're going to talk about that. Also want to spotlight a couple of my friends today. GMB Gaming, one of my friends got this crazy idea. He's going to attempt to be a professional dungeon master. It's a great idea. He's in a pretty good location for it, and so I'm gonna mention him, show a little bit here and there about that. GMB Gaming stands for Game Master Barry, and you can visit him on Facebook. So go check him out when you get a chance. He has decades of experience. He's a very knowledgeable guy, and man, is he a blast to play games with. This guy is amazing. I met him at GaryCon, and I go every year, really looking forward to being in his games, really more than the celebrity games. Anyway, really fun gamer there. Next up is Larry Wickman of GameWiki Games. Go check out his games at www.gamewiki.com, and you'll see his shuffling horror line of games, as well as the WEGS RPG fantasy role-playing game. Both these games are really fun. They both involve poker chips, which inspired me for this method that I'm going to cover in this video today. In the shuffling horror line, there are 3 themes, and they just keep on coming. There's the Romero zombie theme, black and white zombie drive-in movie is what you're playing. And the same game has the Roswell 51, which is the alien version. It's the body snatching, Plan 9 from Outer Space theme. And then more recently we have Innsmouth 32, which is obviously Lovecraftian. And it has a couple more elements that's been added to it. And this is certainly something you can actually... The other ones are pretty lighthearted, the way you approach those playing the drive-in game. Pretty lighthearted approach. With the Lovecraftian version, with Innsmouth 32, you can actually turn the lights down low and get some creep factor out of this one. It's pretty cool. So check that out if you get a chance. And without further ado, here's my poker chip tip.
As you can see here, the player to the right has just been assaulted by one of the many tentacles of the deep-dwelling squid muncher. As is decreed by the rules of WEGS, a super psychedelic old-school RPG, the player must submit chips to the bowl god each time he suffers wounds. In this case, the squid muncher only inflicts 6 wounds on the player character, and the player sacrifices his lost wounds into the cup of shame. The tension doesn't stop there, however. As the chips serve as a way for players to visualize the physical health of the characters in the adventuring party, all involved have a sense of urgency and obligation to act fast before the chips really hit the fan. Don't believe me? Perhaps this exhibit of poor acting ability and desperate camera manipulation will. No? Whatever. Look man, it all comes down to this. As the flesh is hacked off the PC's bones round after round, the chip stacks dwindle away. A quick glance across the table shows the players which characters are getting the chips kicked out of them. Help is on the way. Just as heroes can see the physical health of their allies on the battlefield, this little gimmick goes a long way. Thanks Larry Wickman of GameWiki Games for this very effective hit point tracking idea.
Hooey. Well, that's about all I got for you for now. Thanks again for watching Dungeons and Coffee, and until next time, remember, keep your books off the table and keep reaching for the dice.